Yo, what's up? I just ate about 57.5 pizzelles. Do you know what they are? They're Italian cookies, and they look like wafers. It looks like a giant friggin' snowflake, and it has little anisette friggin' seeds in it, and you can't just eat one. Trust me, if they're made right. Not even full. You can just keep on eating them. They're wonderful. So, I'm feeling pretty good right now. How about a bullshit gun video? This is going to be a big one. I just feel like talking about firearms, you know what I mean? It's fun. Even though we do the same shit over and over again, there's always something in the video that might end up different, and you might get some kind of important information that might help you, maybe. So, I got these 3 guns out here. I'll tell you why in a minute. I want to mention something before I even start. My friend on YouTube, he's got, let me see, he kind of looks like Shemp, Bill Maher, and Walter Matthau had a love child. If all 3, if that's possible, if they could have a love child, E-Bomey would pop out. I know he's got red hair. I don't know how that got in there. It's a mystery to all of us. But he's having a giveaway, and when Eric has a giveaway, Eric don't play. So this giveaway is pretty badass. You can win an AR-15 and a pistol. The rules are, you cannot own an AR. You need to be able to receive it to an FFL dealer legally. You have to do it everything the right way, because that's what us good gun owners are very responsible. We follow the rules. That's why new gun laws don't work, because the left are retarded. Alright. Do a video showing your ghetto. Like, if you live near a nasty area, or if you live in a nasty area, you need to do a short video on it. And that's what you have to do. Okay? This is Eric's idea. And, okay, Eric. I think I understand where he's going with that. It's over November 25th, so you have until then to enter and do what you gotta do. Okay? And that's pretty much it. Now, I just want to show you another light. There's going to be a lot of lights, so I know some of it irritates you, but you might win one, man, so it just gives you more of a chance of winning one. I'm just going to be real quick. This is the Through Night TIS. This is great for your keychain. I'm pretty sure it's made out of titanium, and when you see how small this thing is, and then you see it on its brightest setting, it's I don't know how they do it. I don't know how. It'll blind you. I'm not even exaggerating. This thing is awesome. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty one. Look at that. I'm pretty sure the housing and the body of it, I think it's like a really high quality metal, like titanium or something like that. I'll have to read into it, because I remember the last one I showed was titanium, but I'm not positive on that. But even if it isn't, it's definitely a stainless steel, and it's all chromed out, and it's really nice. Look nice on the keychain. So there's your lowest setting. I mean, I'd say a keychain flashlight, get this bright. I don't know how they do it. And then you just twist the head again, that's your second setting. Now most keychain flashlights, that's about as bright as they get. Watch this. Are you fucking serious? Yeah, I'm gonna mess my camera up. So this is a beautiful little light for a keychain, and the winner for this is Michael22. Mike 22 Mike. 22 Mike. I'm going to ship this today. I'll send it right out to you. And this is called the TIS. Just look on the Through Night link below. Their friggin' prices are ridiculously reasonable. I mean, the best prices for a good flashlight by far. And you get everything. You get a nice metal case. And you get a really nice keychain with a big clasp. With a waterproof O-ring in case the other one wears out. And they even put a desiccant pad in there so the thing doesn't get messed up. Really good instructions. If you want to know the max output for that little thing, you just seen how bright it was, and I have the lights on, and you seen how bright it was. It takes a AAA battery, and see, the max output is 120 lumens. Are you serious? That little thing, 120 lumens. Okay, max output. Yes, that's it. So a little keychain light shooting out 120 lumens is ridiculous. Just very, very nice. Thank you, Through Night, for donating this to the channel to give it away free to people. Free. Okay? There it is. Congratulations, Mike. Okay, these are some really nice guns. These are like my favorite range guns to go to the shooting range with. Like if I want to go to the range and I want to precisely shoot dead nuts target shooting, I'll either bring my Glock 17, my Sig P229, or my Beretta 92 or FS. Is it the FS? It's the M9A1. The M9A1 with the rail. So nice. This gun runs so nice. Classic firearm. There's other guns I can shoot well, but if I'm like, you know, want to pinpoint and get that awesome little quarter size hole at like 10 yards or whatever, I can do it with these guns right here. I can do it with my Glock 19, but I always have a couple flyers, and I always start out shooting a little bit to the left, and then, you know, as I'm working on it, it gets better and better, and then once finally my group will be just the way I like it. Usually the Glock 17, this one here, this is such a beautiful firearm. I know if you're not a Glock person, you probably look at it and you're like, why in the world do people buy these things? I've explained it in past videos, man. You just can't say enough about it. When someone comes in the shop, what's great? Oh, shut up, friggin' phone. When someone comes in the shop and they're talking shit on high-end firearms, it just tells me they don't know anything. They're newbies, and they need to keep their mouth shut because they're giving their friends that are super newbies the wrong advice. You know, I hear you got to see these guys. Not even in the shop. You just hear it everywhere. You hear it on YouTube. You see it at gun shows, and sometimes you see it at the shop. And they just make me laugh, you know. But you don't want to be rude to a customer, but you want to kindly, nicely, firmly correct him because he's about to tell his friend to buy a piece of crap off the internet because this gun's $500 and he can get this piece of shit off the internet for fucking $200. Alright, so it's just like, you know, when you first get into guns, it's a really big thing. It's a very responsible thing to get into. It's a very adult thing to get into, and but we're still like children. So when we get into firearms, it's really exciting. So you want to learn and you want to get educated as fast as you can because you like it so much. I mean, it happens to all of us that gets into firearms. When I first got into firearms and I seen a Glock, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? It looks like something SpongeBob would carry. You know what I mean? But after I got educated on it and I learned the internals, how it operated and how it's shot and how it has the super low bore axis, how easily you can change all the parts, how you have complete command of this gun, every part in it you can handle replacing or fine-tuning. It's just like, that is the most genius pistol there is. In that sense, okay? Is it the best shooting pistol? For me, it's not. But I can shoot it good, okay? And I can take care of it, and it always works. It doesn't need a lot of lubrication. It'll run dirty. It'll run wet. It'll run dry. It'll just run, okay? As long as you're putting decent ammo in it, it'll run nice. It should run perfectly. So the Glock 17 is the classic Glock. So, you know, that's what put their name on the map. And this is one of my favorite range guns. Now I can't shoot this one the best. I'm talking about effort, okay? Putting effort into it. I have to put a lot of effort into this gun when I'm shooting. But when I do, the bullets go where I want them to go exactly. So a lot of it is, you see a lot of new people, man. when they're holding the gun. They're just holding the gun wrong. They'll come out and say, "Oh, my Glock's jamming." I'm like, "Your Glock ain't jamming. You're not holding it right." And they look at you like you're crazy. I'm not holding it right. What the hell kind of answer is that? It's the right answer. That Glock's not jamming. You're not holding it right. Well, how do you know? Because the guy rented it just before you came in, put like 200 rounds through it, and it didn't jam once. As soon as you rented it, it's jamming because you're holding it wrong. Well, how do you know I'm holding it wrong? Because I can see it through the friggin' window. He's holding it like this, like the old-fashioned 1970 teacup thing. I'm like, you can't hold them guns like that. If you hold it correctly, it'll run perfectly reliable. And then he did. He was a good dude. He listened. I showed him, and he came out and he said, "Man, it didn't jam once." I'm like, I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, but if you don't hold them correctly, it's not even necessarily holding them tight. It's holding them correctly and firm. So it's an easy thing, you know. So anyway, I'm getting off subject. When I'm shooting the Glock 17, I get a decent target. Now normally my grip, usually for the past few years, has been, you know, a tactical grip, filling in my space with my palm and coming in and then punching straight out. I kind of tend to shoot to the left with the Glocks because they have like a long bow trigger. You know, like a you know, like a bow and arrow. It's like it gets tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter and tighter. Then bing. So when you're doing that, as you're pulling it, as I'm pulling it, I'm going a little to the left. I know it. So what I did was I changed my grip. All I did was move my palm from here. All I did was turn it up to here. As soon as I did that, all the left-handed shots came almost directly to the center of the target. So from now on, instead of holding it here, all I did was maybe a half-inch adjustment, just twisted my hand up just a little bit. It's crazy, man. You just make the slightest adjustment and you will see you'll correct your shooting. Okay? Definitely. So that's all I did. It feels weird at first, feels like I'm twisting my wrist, but now that I do it all the time, it feels natural. When Jeff Bluthman was on my channel, he would always talk about building your grip. Building your grip. And I couldn't understand what he meant by that. And now I know what he means by that. I usually thought, well, building your grip, that means just grab the gun the right way and point it and shoot it. No, you're building your grip. When it's in here, you're taking your palm, you're twisting it forward, you're building your grip, thumbs forward as you're in here, as you're punching out. You are building your grip. So that's what I figured out what he meant by that. He's a fantastic firearms instructor, tactical trainer. You know, he's from Philly, and he's a nice guy. He knows his shit. Anyway, yeah, I respect the guy. So now for the Glock 17, I have to pretty much pay attention to everything I'm doing to get a decent target. So I just want to make that clear. One of the most reliable firearms I own, this and the 19 and the 43. And this has a great trigger. Now, the Sig Sauer P229, this one's almost hot, so I know it had ammo in it, but I want to check the chain ring. Always. Okay. This is a little easier to shoot more accurately than my Glock 17. Why is that? I don't know. I think it's because it has a little more weight to it. It's a hard gun for me to carry. I am the most fussy gun carrier on the planet. If it doesn't feel absolutely perfectly comfortable, I will not carry it. That's why I carry little guns like the Glock 43, which is, I'll get into that in a second. I don't want this video getting too long. The Sig 229 is a gun that I can shoot very, very well with very little, not as much, you have to concentrate with everything, I'm not saying that, but less concentration, less effort than I can with this, because it's a heavier gun, so the recoil is a lot softer. It has a short reset trigger. As you can see, as soon as you move the trigger, I mean, it's right there. It eliminates all that movement in the trigger guard, and it eliminates you moving the muzzle of the gun. And then the wall that's there is pretty soft. I can pull through it without moving the gun. Between that the great ergonomics, the weight of the 229. This is a little easier for me to hit bullseye, you know, with a 50 round box of ammo than it is my Glock 17 because of what I just said. The weight, the trigger, the short reset trigger, and it really helps. It all comes together. The ergonomics are pretty sweet with this 229. It has the really slim grips on there. It makes the outside diameter of this a lot smaller, and I can get to all the controls with my thumb. You know, I can lock the slide back. I don't like slamming forward with that empty round, but I can release the slide with it. I can use the decocker without moving my hand around, and I can also release the mag. Boom, 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 boom. So that's great. If you can find this one, this is called the Dark Elite, and it has some really slim grips on it. And if you don't have real big hands, my hands are like medium. They ain't small, but it fits nice. It fits nice. So this is another option for you. If you have the money, they're a little pricey, Sig Sauers. I've had problems with Sigs. Last year I was really getting pissed off because I couldn't believe it was one of my favorite firearms, the Sig Sauer. Finally got one that runs perfect, and I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think I just got a couple bad ones as happens. So this is a great option. These are expensive though. A good thing to do is you can get, if you can find one used, you can get a real nice one for like $5, and you have a really nice gun. Heavily used by law enforcement, heavily used by you know, agencies and military. It's a proven. It's a gun that had to pass a lot of abuse to get approved. So it's a fantastic firearm. Okay, so that's one of my favorites too. Now the Beretta M9A1. Here's the thing with this. It's big. It's a 9mm. But what's weird about this gun is I can probably shoot this gun the best and with the least effort out of all my range guns as of now. It has good ergonomics. It's a little fat, but has good ergonomics. I probably can't work all the controls with you know, my thumb like I could the Sig. But when it comes to target shooting, this thing is, it doesn't even have a great trigger. I mean, I don't understand why I can shoot it the way I can. I can shoot this the best. So here's your reset. It's right there, but after the reset, there's a lot of play after that. If you notice the Glock or the Sig, after the reset, there's no play. It just breaks. That's what I prefer. Obviously, it's not causing a problem. So for this to be the easiest gun for me to shoot out of these three, what is it? What is it about it that makes it that way? I ain't got an answer for you. Because the ergonomics feel okay, but the ergonomics on this one feel better. The ergonomics on the Glock are like okay. You know, so this one feels the best in my hands when I'm shooting, but I can shoot this one the best. Maybe because it's a longer sight radius, I don't know. But for some reason, when I'm shooting the Beretta, I always have a fantastic target. Always, always, always. And the trigger wall is not very easy to pull through smoothly. So it comes to this. Do you need a great trigger? Do you need great ergonomics? I don't think so. What you need to do is shoot a lot. And then you're going to find a gun that you shoot the best. That's what's going to happen. But no matter what, if I'm buying a firearm, it has to have a certain kind of trigger that I like, just because I just like that. I don't know if it helps me shoot any better or if it does or not, but it has to have a nice reset, and it has to have a easy pull through that wall. It has to have that. But this doesn't have that, and this is so awesome. It never fails. It's 100% reliable. It's used in our military, and law enforcement used to use these. I don't know if they still do, but there are still law enforcement that use these. But it's a proven gun. It's a great gun. You might hear some people talk shit about it. You know, when a gun's full in military circulation, them guns get beat to shit. So what's going to happen is, if they break or they fail, That's the gun that's going to get witnessed most, more than any other gun, breaking or failing. But if you've seen the test that this passed to win the military contract, you wouldn't even believe it if I told you, and I'm not even going to tell you, because you're probably not going to believe me. Just look it up. It's a great gun. It's a great gun. Whether you get the one in Italy, USA, I really don't think it matters. This is a USA made one. It runs perfectly. And what's great about these, they're not a lot of money. You can get a nice Beretta M9A1 for like between $650 and $700, and look what you got. Okay, a lot of guys are sending it to Wilson Combat. I was thinking about doing that. They're putting the G10 grips on it. They do a trigger job. They hack off the barrel sticking out, make it flush with the frame. They do a bunch of stuff to it. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. It's a pricey thing to do. So there it is. Well, that's it, man. What I'm carrying today is, out of all the big guns, for me now, because I'm weird, out of all the big guns, to me, like a Glock 19 or bigger, to carry, the most comfortable in the waistband, for me, is the HK USP. So I'm carrying right now, in my waistband, in one of my holsters. HK USP. This gun carries awesome in the waistband. Yup. For me, that's a huge gun to carry in the waistband. I usually carry little mouse guns, but if I have to carry a larger one, it's the HK USP. It carries awesome. I can't tell you why. I have no clue. It's just very comfortable. Alright guys, I'll talk to you soon. Hope you liked the video. Oh, one more thing before I go. One more thing I forgot to tell you about the eBolmy giveaway. There's also a separate giveaway for anyone that makes a support video for the eBolmy giveaway. Will also win a prize. I don't know. A giveaway for anyone that is not eligible to win a rifle that makes a support video. You got that? So, in other words, if you're not eligible to win a rifle and you make a support video for Eric's giveaway, you'll still win something. That's cool. Alright, now I'm leaving. Goodbye.